Hey, what's up, Sniper Squad? This is your squad leader, Hassan, and I'm making my first video for you guys. Basically, I want to walk through what I do every morning. I look at a gap up scanner and I pull my favorites off of those based on the price and volume. And I look at the daily chart. And if the daily setup looks good, then I add it. So I'm going to walk you through that process. Friday, I traded YALA. Um, I pulled it up on the daily chart, which is down here, and it's downtrending, which I don't normally like, but it's just came down into this area of support. If you look at this line, way back here, it came up, tested it, came back down, broke over, tested it, came down. This is a really good spot right here. And you see these volume bars. That tells me that buyers are starting to come in and buy this up. So, boom, I'm happy with it. I add it to my watch list, and then I pull up the 1 minute chart. I trade exclusively on the 1 minute chart. I do keep the 5 minute and the 15 minute up, but I honestly hardly ever look at it. I've gotten so used to looking at the 1 minute chart that I kind of don't feel like I need the 5 minute time frame anymore. I used to feel like the 1 minute was a little noisy and it'd be easy to get stopped out, but I don't feel like that anymore, and I'm going to show you what I do. So here's the 1 minute. This is the previous day. This is Thursday on YALA. I like to mark the high of the day, especially the opening candle, and this happens to be both the high of the day and the opening candle. So I put a support line there, and then as you can see, YALA has gapped up over this last day's candle. And so really it's like a buy setup. It's coming into support and next bar to make a new high. So it's triggered on the daily already. So I really like it. So I draw my support line here at the high of pre-market, and this is high of previous day. And so then I just put it up on my charts and I wait for the bell. Now I'm just going to actually show you the chart with my executions on it. So usually this is the opening candle here. So almost always the first 5 or 10 minutes I don't take any trades. It's too whippy. It's just all over the place, and you don't really know where it's gonna go. You really want to wait for the trend to show itself. Everything I do is all about confirmation. There's really no need to guess. I'm not gonna guess whether or not the stock is gonna go up and uptrend today, or guess if it's gonna downtrend today. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna let it show me what it's gonna do. And same thing with my entries. It's all about confirmation. I trade the VWAP strategy, as most of you know already. Typically, when a stock is trading above VWAP, it's uptrending. So I don't take any entries below VWAP. I don't take an entry like here. This is actually a really good. If I was going to take an entry under VWAP, this would be one I would take. I love to enter on a narrow range bar. Why? I take profit at 2 to 1. And if I get in on this bar, my trigger is the top of it and my stop is the bottom of it. And so 2R is basically two of these candles stacked on top. So it's pretty easy. Like, if the next bar is green and I get in here, I'm hitting my target almost immediately because my risk is so small. This is probably a 10-cent candle right here, maybe even cheaper. But anyway, I don't trade under VWAP, so I didn't take this. I was looking at it though. But when you see this, it's a good sign, but you just wait. You wait for that perfect entry. You have to be willing to miss it. Like, if you're not willing to miss it, you're going to have a really hard time being patient for that perfect entry. You just got to be willing to let it go. Just let it go, man. So here we go. We break over VWAP, make a nice new high. Then we come back down, test it, but we fall back below. But we're still holding above this opening candle, and it's still looking pretty bullish to me. So it goes up a little bit, comes back down under VWAP, but it does not make a new low. It makes a higher low. Then here we go. We'll break over VWAP. Boom, we come back and test. I really would rather it not break below VWAP at all, but because it closed, the close of the candle is actually above VWAP, I'm happy with this. I'll go ahead and consider this as a good test and rejection. So it came down, it tested. Now these two, it held over pretty well. And then it came back down and made a narrow range bar just above VWAP. Now I really would like it if it was right at VWAP, but this is not bad at all. So this is my trigger point here. This narrow range bar, that's what I want. So I'm going to get in on the next bar to make a new high. So I'm going to put my buy order, a stop buy order, 1 cent above this candle's high. And I'm going to put my stop loss. Now the stop loss, I can't really remember where I put it, but usually you want to put it under VWAP, at least under this support line. It'd be a little too tight right there, but I could see myself doing that. But ideally, I'd want to put my stop loss either under this candle or under this candle. So boom, you put the order in, next candle to make a new high. Boom, as soon as I get triggered in on this trade, as soon as I get triggered in, I have a hotkey for stop loss and take profit. I'm hitting my stop loss hotkey and I'm hitting my take profit hotkey. It's already set for 2 to 1. If I got a 10-cent stop loss, I got a 20-cent take profit. So I just click it, boom, boom, orders here. And honestly, I don't even usually watch it. I don't even watch it. I'm back looking at all of my charts. I keep 9 charts up, so I'm looking for the next move. I don't really care what happens. I mean, I care, of course, I want to make money, but I'm not emotionally involved. As soon as I put my stop and my take profit in, I'm looking at something else. I'm not sitting here watching unless there's not much going on. And then you just wait, and bam, bang, there's money. All right. Now, you see how it kept going, right? You could play this a few different ways. You could play it bar by bar. You could get in here, put your stop here, let it make a new high and a higher low, and then you can drag your stop up to that. And then you can let it make a new high and drag your stop. You know what I mean? But for me, I don't care about catching a huge move, because if I can get 2 to 1, like 80% of the time, I'm golden. I don't need any more. If I risk $25, which is what I did here, I risked $25 from here to here, and I hit here, that's $50. That's 2 to 1, right? I don't care about the rest. I mean, it'd be nice, of course, to catch more, but I can hit that 2 to 1 pretty often, right? All right. So anyway, let's keep going. So it goes up, basically makes a double top, but a lower high, and then boom, a big pullback. Right? Now, this is what I call rolling over. This is when it goes up to the top and it rolls over and starts its downtrend. Now, this is a rule break. I'm not supposed to take this trade. I've taken this trade hundreds of times, and it fails way more times than it hits. And it's actually on my rules that I don't take a trade after it rolls over until it comes back, tests VWAP again, and makes another higher low. So this was a rule break. It looked super bullish, but this should have been a deterrent. I shouldn't have taken this trade. So this is a bad trade, but I had my stop loss in tight, and it might have been less than a $25 loss, but I made 50 here, then I lost 25 here. All right. It happens. Now, it comes back down to VWAP. Test, doesn't break. It holds really nicely. The next candle holds. This actually, I used to take this all day. But it's not as high odds as waiting for the higher low. So I no longer take this trade. I do not take this trade. I sit on my hands and I wait. I watch it go up. And then I wait for it to come back down and make a higher low. Right? Higher low, narrow range bar, money. Put my order 1 cent above this candle and my stop 1 cent below. Look at that. Look how fast it hit. Boom, entered, boom, sold. It's a 2-minute trade. 2R. That's all you need is 2R. If I can make 3 trades a day that hit, which I usually make 5 or so, 3 trades a day, if I risk 25 and hit 50, that's 150 bucks. If you risk 50 to make 100, that's $300. That's great money. You risk 100, that's 600 bucks. You know? So you don't need to be greedy and try to catch big moves. Just catch the easy move that you can catch consistently over and over again. And when you want to make more money, you just risk more. You just buy more shares, right? And then take the same move. Same money. So that's all I do. This is all I do. I just sit back and watch VWAP. I'm like a sniper, just sitting off in the distance watching VWAP. And as soon as I see it test, come up, make a higher low, boom, I'm in there and I'm out, right? So don't do this. After it makes a really nice move up, here's how you box yourself in. You only want the first higher low, the first one after the test of VWAP, right? So this one, possibly you could have got this one, because this is kind of not really made a higher low after the test, right? You could still consider all of this to be the first test, right? And then it comes up, and then here's your real first higher low, which is in line with this right here. This is actually the move right here. This one, you could kind of say I jumped the gun, but I mean, you got the lower low here, and then you got these holding VWAP. It just looks like a good trade. But this is actually the textbook area right here, right? This is the money spot. So if you don't catch this one, then you missed it and you let it go, right? You don't look for this one or this one, right? You're not trying to buy this one right here. Like, no. You want that first higher low off of VWAP, this area right there. That's what you want. Same right here. Test the VWAP, higher high, higher low, boom. That's what it is. Feel free to message me with any of your questions or ask them on the video, and I'll get back to you. Anyway, I'll see you guys Monday morning in the war room, and hopefully it'll be a profitable week. Y'all take care. Peace.